It's Television 87. Let's jump right into it. Tank, he went on a podcast called Holding Court, and they were speaking about the idea of a quote unquote gay agenda. And Tank says that the worst thing to be called for black men in the community is to be called gay. So let's get into what he had to say about that. Interesting conversation.
Thing about black men and the homosexual conversation that is it is a mess. The phobia as it relates to black men is the elephant in the room. And no one will actually articulate their devastation, right? Because you have to think, like, for a black man, the worst thing to be called
is gay.
is gay.
Yep.
It's something about black men. You see it everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
There's an attack on
There's an agenda.
strong black men. But who's the attack coming from?
Do you believe there's an attack?
How?
No, I'm asking. Do you believe
Again, that's my answer.
Oh, how?
How?
Well, I think as people say it, through media, through fashion, through what's acceptable. Because
who?
Because, like, if you think about it,
you see it everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Back in our generation, we're the exact same age. We didn't see homosexuality. It's been around since the beginning of time, but it was your auntie's friend, your uncle's friend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But now it's more in your face, more acceptable. It's more mainstream, actually trendy. You know.
Well, the world has gotten smaller, and so now we know that more humans exist, and we're actually we're actually able to see those humans living out their lives. We weren't able to see that before.
Back in our generation.
All right, so that's what Tank had to say about
There's something
that. So he actually jumped into the comments here on the Shade Room. This is what he says. I'll highlight this as well. Most of the men calling me gay are gay black men that just want me to be gay. Hard to be an ally when the people you advocate for turn on you. I want all the smoke today. Only the truth will set us free. He says, again, thank you, the Shade Room. As a straight black man, this conversation never scares me. Public opinion will never change how secure I am, but the comments will absolutely show you them hit dogs hollering. Chicago, I'll see you tomorrow night, R&B Money. All right, so this is one of these conversations that's got a lot of different opinions. Some people going to agree with Tank, some people disagree. And yes, some people are in these comments saying sugar in the tank. Wasn't he the one that said a man receiving fellatio from another man isn't gay because it's a mouth, or am I tripping? That's one of these comments on the page. And somebody says, God bless the real Tank, a man who was truly comfortable in his skin, an ally, a leader, and a real one. Thank you for showing what true masculinity is. Much love and respect. So that's just a few of these comments. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of division. Some people will agree, a lot of people will disagree, but drop your thoughts down below. Um, and another quick topic I want to get to, guys. Now, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, ever since she's been on Cam Newton's podcast, she's really been making the rounds. Nick Cannon, Breakfast Club interviews. She's just going to different shows and podcasts or whatnot. And she basically just dragged Neo down to the ground. This is what she had to say over on Fox Soul.
Well, let me ask you a question, what is Neo to you, Dr. B?
He's a womanizer. He cheated on his wife, and that's why she left him. He didn't cheat once. He cheated over and over again. He's a womanizer. And now what he's doing is, as a womanizer, he's gaslighting himself and that wife to make it seem like he wants polyamorous when you never wanted polyamorous from the beginning. You wanted to be married but didn't have the discipline to do it, and your wife left you because she didn't tolerate that. And so she pivoted from you. And now you're going and he's making these other women pay for the heartbreak that he caused to himself by saying, I want to be polyamorous. That's BS. You want to be married. You don't have the discipline. You don't have the tools to do it. So now you want to make sure you put out into the world, look at me. I want to be polyamorous because I cheated. No, you failed in your marriage. You're effed up. And that's the problem. Now you need to heal from that and not have these self-project your pain onto these women about your messed up decision making. Period.
Okay.
No. Well, let me.
All right. Well, she said what she said. Look, whatever you have to say about Dr. Bryant, she's definitely got the people talking. This high value, low value, what is it? High vibration, low vibration, or whatever the heck it is. This conversation that's going on. Yeah, I feel like it's between Neo, Nick Cannon, and Cam Newton. I feel like we just talk about them every other week. If somebody said in the comments, please, Lord, someone release us from this Cam Newton, Neo, Nick Cannon relationship group chat. I hope these women use him for all the bald headed money he got. Somebody says, still can't believe they willingly sleep with a milk dud. And this brother says right here, unfortunately, fellas, thinking about what she said in an unbiased mindset, I think she's right, and what she said applies to a lot of us men. We do lack the tools to be married, one, because how we were raised, and two, because we value getting P over having a fully functional family. We have to raise this new generation to be respectful and gentlemen with women on our daughters and nieces, or our daughters, nieces, and little sisters will suffer the consequences. And before responding with some immature BS, ask yourself, would you want your daughter dating someone like you? We got to do better as men. It starts with us. Accountability goes both ways, fellas. Let me know what you guys think about Dr. Bryant going in on Neo and what Tank had to say about the quote unquote agenda, whether you think it's one or not. Should be interesting. Um, conversation going on. Leave everything in the comments. It's Television 87. And if you want to check out another video, there's one right here for you guys. Catch y'all in the next one.